This is Garrett Fry, the cemetery sequence lead for 3D digital map painting, and we're taking a look at 1846, this shot brief. So let's go ahead and play that shot there. You see it starts out on the right and pans to the left. So this shot and another shot, it's going to be 1847. Both of these are of the same area, just at slightly different positions. And so between these two shots, continuity is going to be really important. Whatever we put here, and you do need to replace the gravestone here with something that's complete. When you do that, it needs to reflect into the other shot. So whatever work you've done on 147, it needs to be done for 46 and vice versa. On this gravestone, you're going to want to make sure that you have some really nice edge rim light on that. You could play with maybe rotating this gravestone slightly. You're going to probably want to use one of the CG assets that we have so that you can position it in different angles and between these two shots, and there to be continuity, because you could look through the image reference, but there may not be the same gravestone from different perspectives. So use the CG asset that you have for that, and then you can play with rotating it and then lighting it with the same direction and seeing what kind of light shapes that you get. So maybe it's more pleasing to have it just a little bit angled just slightly. Also integrating into the ground, like this piece here that's sticking up, you're going to want to get rid of that. But some of these pieces here that are broken, you could probably keep them, and it would make it look nice to have this kind of stuff surrounding it. And make sure that you have like little dirt pieces and little grass things, and the other way to do it is whatever image reference that you have for this gravestone, that you have all of this area out here, that's what you use. You're transitioning from there into the plate instead of doing it right at the base of that. That way you get all of the transition pieces to this gravestone looking really nice. So go ahead also and replace this gravestone here. You're going to want to make sure that it's slightly larger than the gravestone in the plate. That way you don't have to replace anything behind. So let's say you did a gravestone here, and that means that you would have to replace all of this. You'd have to put the fence back there, and because there's slight parallax in the plate, you'd have to put in trees and other things back there. So that would be too difficult to do and not really give you add to the shot. So the elegant solution is just and the note is to replace this. So don't make more work for yourself. Actually make a gravestone that's slightly larger, so that you don't have to do all of that extra work. Also, on this center gravestone here, you're going to need to make sure that you have a nice shadow shape there, and that it matches what's going on in the plate. And so this center gravestone is really close to frame, so you'll probably want to patch over your 3D model with some photography here and there, and every little bit is going to show through. So if anything is wrong in it, then you're going to see it really clearly. It's not like it's a background thing. So you'll just want to make sure that you're matching the same look and feel and the lighting and the value of all of the things in the plate. And if you have any question, you can just look at the gravestones that are already in the plate, and you can just match to that. Before starting out on the shot, it's really important to familiarize yourself with the extensive photo reference in the library. It is worthwhile to do quick map painting concepts so you can start to understand what kind of photography works for what particular situation. Also, make sure you're utilizing the asset library, especially for those shots that require continuity between environments. These assets can be a huge help, and remember that every asset has high resolution photography, so if the asset is not high enough resolution when rendered, you can overlay it with photography.